This is Time Warner Cable's local edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. We are joined by Shirin Laor-Raz Salemnia. She is the founder of Werks and WhizGirls Academy. I am so glad you exist. As the father of two daughters who are 13 and 11, I want them to have positive female role models in science and math. You're one of them, LA City Pioneer Woman of the Year 2015. Tell us what you're doing.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's great to be here. So yes, I am the founder of Werks, which is an ed tech gaming startup. Our first project is focused on getting girls excited about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, via gaming. And out of being asked to host hackathons for the White House and Mayor Garcetti.
Just the White House and just Mayor
I don't know,
Garcetti.
they just seem to find me somehow.
What does that mean, a hackathon?
Okay, so if you've seen the Social Network movie, where they are creating Facebook, that's what a hackathon is technically. They're chugging beer through the course of a few days, nights, and they're creating Facebook. So that's a perfect example. But I do it for kids.
And so they're not chugging beer. They're chugging lemonade and Shirley
The
Temples.
kids get healthy food.
Right.
We give them, we make sure, our goal is to give them the digital tools to survive and thrive. So that includes basketball, like we did basketball with the Jordan Clinic when we did our last hackathon at the Wonder Woman Tech Conference.
Meaning virtual basketball?
No, for real. We did basketball with the Jordan brand. We have pictures we can show you. Yeah.
So
they had
give
a
us
blast.
the tech element.
So during the course of the day, the kids learned how to code. They learned how to make wireframes. And this is real coding. We teach HTML and CSS. Those are basic languages. We teach them about UI and UX, all of the basic things that they need to know. We also teach them mapping. So towards the end of the day, the kids basically created a map via Esri, which is also a company that I work with, and they made a story map. And that was their story map that they got to show off, that they actually coded.
How did you get involved in this?
It's a great question. I had a dream job. I wanted to be like Tom Hanks in the movie Big.
Okay.
And I used to do that. I worked at Mattel, and then I worked at MGA.
Sure.
And I realized that parents would come in and complain every day about how Bratz and Barbie weren't positive role models for their daughter. And that's how it started. I started doing a lot of research on STEM, and at the same time, Gina Davis came out with her institute.
Sure.
And we had some conversations, and it was perfect because I was like, wow, I'm doing all this research and I'm hearing it live every day.
So there's no question that, we missed the boat when being geek was cool. So when we were geeks, it wasn't cool. Now it's cool, but is it cool for the girls?
That's my goal.
So
my goal is to make it cool for the girls. And coming from my background, which is a non-traditional tech background, even though...
What does that mean, non-traditional tech?
So I majored in child psych.
I see.
Yeah, and I was super techie. Like I grew up with Atari and Nintendo. I used to play all those. But unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore the way it used to be when I grew up. So I wanted to bring that back. And I learned how to code when I started Werks because I had to. And it's obviously there's not enough girls in the space. So my goal is through WhizGirls Academy and the games to make coding and tech cool and fun, just like Barbie and Bratz.
So how do we do that? Of course we have WhizGirls Academy in Los Angeles, but generally speaking, how do we excite our daughters?
So the goal is to make it really fun and engaging. And I think the way I learned how to code was online and it wasn't fun and engaging. So I learned how it has to be really intriguing and there's an emotional connection. So if you look at any brand, there's an emotional connection to it. And obviously for girls, Barbie and Bratz, that was where I came from. So I think I know what I'm doing.
I think so.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn more about the great work that Shirin is doing, you can sign on to her website, the company's website, WhizGirlsAcademy.com. Thank you. I hope you energize and motivate more girls, more daughters to get involved in tech.
Thank you so much.
Her name is Shirin Laor-Raz Salemnia. She is the founder of Werks and WhizGirls Academy. My name is Brad Pomerance. You're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.